Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Thanks for stopping in. And what I'm doing right now is setting up a scrape tree. And I wanted to show you guys kind of how I do it. Some of you probably already know how to do it, how it works, but for anybody that doesn't or wants to get into it, these things work really good to bring the deer in closer to your stand, or if you want to get them in front of your camera. They'll make scrapes all over, but if you put one of these like in the middle of a open area, they'll definitely check it out. So that's why I like to use them, and I've got a ton of good pictures on them, and seems to bring the deer out. So as you can see, I got my T-posts driven in. That's the first thing you're gonna want to do, and you're gonna want to have some wire, some pliers, and a handsaw or something to cut a tree. So what I'm gonna do now is just go around here, try to find me a decent sized little oak tree, probably a white oak or something like that. That seems like what the deer like to use around here. So get your T-post driven in, and then find you a little tree. You want your limbs to be about shoulder height probably. So find something that has some decent limbs around that height. So let's go see if we can find something. Also, another thing you can do is if you have any lower branches around your plot, just do what I did right here. See, this limb right here is pretty low, and I just made a scrape right here. You'll be surprised at how many deer use it. So put a few of those around your food plot too, or your hunting area. Food plot's looking all right. One of the cows jumped the fence over there and destroyed everything back there, but it's slowly coming back up. This back here is not, it's looking pretty good. So I think I'm gonna use this one, and you don't have to use it the whole thing. You can cut it off about however high you need it, but this is about the only thing I can find in here. So I'm gonna cut this one down, and then we'll cut it into a smaller tree. So I can kind of see how tall I want it to be, and I want to use these limbs here, so I'm going to cut it right there. Alright, so now we've got us a nice little tree. I'll take it back up there and show you what I'm going to do. Alright, so now that I got my tree, I'm going to go ahead and wire it to this post here, and then we can start trimming some limbs. Alright, so I got it wired on, and these limbs here are the ones you want to keep, the ones that are about shoulder height. So I'm going to go around and trim all these other ones off, and that way we'll just have those ones on there. And another thing you want to think about is which way you want to put your branch in addition to your stand, so that when those deer come in, they're broadside. So whatever that means, usually they'll come around, and they could work any part of it, but if you put the limb on a certain side, it'll kind of help with that. So I'm going to trim these limbs off, and then we'll take a look at it. So here's what it looks like after I got it trimmed. Took out all the limbs except this one here. That's going to be the one I'm wanting to scrape on. So alright guys, so now that we got our tree up, got all the limbs trimmed up, we got set where we want, we can just come under one of these limbs here and scrape out a little spot to get those deer to start using it. Basically, just like that. And you could use some deer scent, deer urine. I probably will here in the next month or so. Could just tea on it if you wanted. Some people do that. So that's basically it. That's how I've done it for the past couple of years. It seems to work. I'll keep you guys updated on this. We'll have a camera running over here pretty quick, and we'll see what happens. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.